is up, guys? Phoenix here, and today we're going to be building Popplio, which is one of the Pokemon Sun and Moon starter Pokemon. And if you didn't know, it's the water type. Some of you guys aren't really into Pokemon, but might still build this anyways. So just a little bit of back information for you. So what we're going to do is start off by building the frame. This should be smaller builds, and I always wanted to get back to the smaller builds. And I don't think I did a time lapse for this one. Hopefully I didn't, because I wanted this one to be a surprise. So what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna be a little bit off the ground. This is about 5 blocks for you, neat freaks who want them off the ground. And I think you only need about 75 by 75 space for this one. It's not too big, so you should be good. I think 75 by 75 might even be a little too much. So first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 8 flat. So I already have one here. I'm gonna kind of even it out by putting 4 to the left and 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. Just to kind of make sure it doesn't take up too much of the space and it's still kind of centered on my cameraman. On the left side, we're going to up and to the left, 2 flat. Up and to the left, 2 vertical. Up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. And the thing about this build is a lot of it is experimental, since I haven't done the time lapse. Usually my time lapses are so the tutorials can be crisp and like I know where things need to be changed. I haven't done a time lapse, so this is my first time building it along with you guys. So any mistakes I make on the way, hopefully you guys don't tear me apart for it. Anyways, from the 2 flat, we're going to up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. To the left of the 2 vertical we have right here, we're going to put an extra set of singles and a 3rd block on top. We're then going to go down and to the left, 3 vertical. Down and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. And we're heading into the first flipper, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe it's like a little paw thingy. And we're going to go down to the left, 1 single. Down to the left, 2 flat. Down to the left, 10 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to start circling up back now. And back towards the top. And then to do the head. And if you hear any like birds chirping in the background, I'm very sorry. Next to my house, there's always birds making noise. I don't even know why. It's like I'm like Snow White or something. It's very annoying, even though, you know, birds are all cute and all that stuff. Anyways, we're going to up and to the left, 2 flat. Up and to the left, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to head back up towards his head area, like I said. So we're going to go to the right side, up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up and to the right, 3 flat. Up and to the right, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. And whoops, I accidentally just triggered my cameraman when I was trying to fix him up a little bit. So we're going to up and to the right, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up and to the right, 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops, 5. There we go. You can see Ennard in the back. Every time I place blocks, he's just staring at us. Stop looking at me, Ennard. Anyways, from the 5th single, we're going to above it and put 1. And then we're going to proceed by putting 3 to the left and 3 to the right of it. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Perfect. From there, we're going to go up and to the left. On the left side of it, 1 single. Up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 4 flat. And this is the little thing he wears around his neck. It's like a little skin flap. It's kind of weird. I know it's cute, but if you think about it, it's actually like a skin fold, which that's pretty gross. I'm sorry if you guys ever thought about that. Now you just thought about Popplio skin fold, but it's still pretty gross. Anyways, on the 4 flat we have right here, we're going to the 3rd block and put 1 above it. We're then going to go up and to the left from there and start shaping out the head and the nose. So we're going to go up and to the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 2 vertical. Up and to the left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Now we're gonna do the shape of the nose, which is gonna be like one of those seals that balance a ball on their nose. So it's gonna be like a little cute little perfect circle. So what we're gonna do there is we're gonna go on top of the 2 we just placed, and we're gonna put a 3rd block on top, and then we're gonna put 1 to the left and 1 to the right of that. Now this is gonna be a circle of perfect 3 with 1 single bridging each 3. So we're gonna go up and to the left 1 single, and then up and to the left 3 vertical. Let's see what I meant by the single bridging it. So every time we're about to do a 3, we need to make sure there's a single in between them. So then we're gonna go up and to the right 1 single, and then up and to the right 3 flat. And then to close out the shape, we're gonna go down and to the right 1 single, down and to the right 3 flat, and then lock out this missing piece with 1 single. And there goes Popplio's nose. Now, if you have white wool, what you can do is on the top left corner right here, we can go down and to the right from it and put 1 white wool. That's where we're gonna have like a little shiny spot in his nose. And if you have maybe magenta, I would say magenta. We can try magenta. You can go to the bottom right part of his nose, and we're gonna put like a little 2x2 square of magenta wool in there, and the rest will be pink. And like I said, this is my first time building it, so I just kind of want to see how it looks. Maybe magenta's the wrong color. Maybe we need a pinkish clay. But you can try magenta there. I might try pink clay real quick. Oh, nope, that's purple clay. And let's just see how it looks with pink clay. Maybe pink clay looks a little bit more smooth in transition. Meh, it looks okay. So, yeah, you could do whatever you want there. I'm pretty sure you just saw both of them. You can tell yourself which one looks better and try it out. Anyways, let's move on to the 3 vertical we have on the right side of the circle part of the nose. And on the bottom block, we're going to put 1 to the right. We're then going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical. Up and to the right, 2 single. 1, 2. Up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and I almost forgot. Usually I make my own blueprints, but this one is based off of this guy named SirAquaKip. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna hopefully remember to put a thank you at the beginning of the video because I forgot. But I'm better late than never. Hopefully I remember to do it at the beginning. But in case I don't, I'm gonna do it right here. Thank you, SirAquaKip, for the sun and moon sprites. You did say he did say they were free for use, so I decided to turn them into Minecraft builds. But these aren't my original builds. These are based off of sprites that SirAquaKip created for everybody's free commercial use. So that's pretty cool of him. I also think that he did a very good job on them, and you guys will see at the end product how good they are. He didn't build them in Minecraft, by the way. He built sprites, and I'm just like, sprites can be turned into Minecraft builds since they're all pixels. But anyways, let's move on with the build. We're gonna go down and to the right, 2 flat from the 9 we have here. Down and to the right, 3 single. 1, 2, 3. Down and to the right, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. Down and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down and to the right, 2 flat. 1, 2. And this is one of the weird parts. This is like his ear, so it doesn't, until we have detail, this just looks like a weird shape. But for now, just trust me, this is gonna be his ear, along with like below his nose right here. There's gonna be like a nose in there somewhere. We're gonna have an eye somewhere in there. We're just doing the outline. Anyways, from the 2 flat, we're gonna go down and to the right, 1 single. Down and to the right, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. Down and to the left, 1 single. Down and to the left, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 2 flat. And from the left block and the 2 flat, we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to put 1 below it. And secondly, we're going to take a piece of blue wool. And what we're going to do with that, or maybe we should do cyan. I'm going to try blue for now. Maybe swap it out later. We're going to put 2 going above it. Now going to the bottom, since we're still working with the frame, we're going to go down and to left, 1 single. Down and to left, 2 vertical. And from the bottom block and 2 vertical, we're going to put 1 to the left with blue. And then we're going to continue with the bottom block because we still need to do more framework. So going down and to the right from it, we're going to go down and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to head over and do the right flipper, or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to go down and to the right, 2 singles. And believe it or not, this isn't the flipper yet. This is actually still his skin flap. So the skin flap goes all the way from there to all the way over here. That's pretty disgusting. But now we're going to start the flipper. We're going to go up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the top of his flipper paw thingy. So now we're going to go down and to the right and curve back it in. So we're going to go down and to the right, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you can delete your placement blocks. Down and to the right, 1 single. Down and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And the 3 vertical is the farthest point to the right that this pixel art can go. There's nothing more to the right over here. So everything else from now on is going to be on the left side. So we're going to go down and to the left with our placement block. 2 singles. Down and to the left, 2 flat. Down and to the left, 14 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Up and to the left, 2 flat. Up and to the left, 1 single. And that's the end of the flipper. So now all we need to do is we're going to go down and finish the last flipper. So we're going to go down and to the left from our 1 single, 8 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're then going to go on the right side. So we go down and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and to the right, 2 flat. Down and to the right, 1 single. Down and to the right, 2 vertical. And from that 2 vertical, we're gonna have like a little flipper pattern just to complete it. We didn't actually ever do the middle point of the flipper. This is the left flipper, this is the right, and the middle point is somewhere around here. So what we're gonna do is go down and to left, 2 flat. Down to left, 7 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we should be on the same level as the left side, yep. And all we're gonna do is bridge this by going up and to the right, 4 flat. And that completes the frame of Popplio. So now all we need to do is inner detail stuff. And we should be good to go. So let's start with the left side of the flipper. On the left side of the flipper, we do have some white wool stuff we need to do. Let's go to the first 2 flat we have right here. And on the right block, we're gonna go up 2 white wool. We're then gonna up and to the right, 2 singles. And that's it for the first fold. On the 10 flat we have down and to right from it, we're going to count over, I believe it's 3 placement blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And on the fourth one, we're going to put the 2 white wool and do the same thing we just did with that one. We're going to go up and to the right, 2 singles, and bada bing, good. From there, we're going to go, I'm going to start from left to right with what I'm doing, just for the record. So we're going to go and start the middle of his little chest area thing right here, or the lower part of his tail. I think the lower part of his tail should start first, now that I think of it. We're going to go to where we have this 2 flat right here, and we're going to switch to our blue, and we're going to put 3 to the right. We're then going to go down and to the right, 2 singles, and then down and to the right, 2 flat. So that's it for that. On the right flipper, so after we're done with the flipper, we're going to do the neck fold and then the face. So on the right flipper, we're going to kind of do an upside down version of what we did over there. So let's go to the right side. Starting from all the way on the right, where we have the first set of 2 flat. We're going to the right block in it. And below it, we're going to put 1 single. We're then going to go down to the left, 1 single. And then down to the left, 2 flat. Moving up into the left, where we have the 5 flat, I think it is. We're going to go to the first block on the right side and put 2 below it. We're then going to go down to the left, 2 single. 1, 2. And that's it for that flipper. Now let's move on to the little skin flap thingy. I'm going to stop calling it a skin flap. Let's just call it the little neck. You know, I'm calling it a skin flap. I don't care. We're going to go to the left side of it right here, and we're going to go down and to the right from it, 2 flat. Down and to the right, 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the right, 4 flat. And from the 4 flat, what you can do is you can put 1 blue underneath, and then down and to the right, 1 blue. And I'm gonna try blue, but we might use cyan for this. So just so you know, if I ever say swap blue with cyan, everything we're doing with blue will just be cyan, and then, yeah. I'm just testing it out. Anyways, from the 4 flat, we're gonna up and to the right, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 2 flat. And then up and to the right, 1 single. And that's it for the top half of his little neck thing. Moving on to the bottom half of it, however. I mean, not the bottom half. We finished the bottom. We're going to move on to the top half of it. Moving on to the top half of it, we have this 4 flat right here. And on the right side, we ended up putting this blue right there. You can actually swap this blue with coal, now that I think about it, because I want to make this outlined frame. And you can go down and to the left from it, 2 flat. And then we're going to bridge this gap by going down and to the left. I think it should be about 10 or 11 flat. So let's try 11 flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. So 11 flat ended up covering the gap. And all we're going to do is we're going to set up a little bit of a border. I think I'm going to end up going with cyan, guys, just for the record. So if I do, don't hate me. But yeah, what we're gonna do is on the 4 flat on the right side, we're gonna go above the left block right here and put 1 going up, and then up and to left 1 single. Then on the left side of the neck flap, where we have this 7 flat right here, we're gonna go to the right side of it, skip the first block. The 3 to the left of that are gonna get 1 single above it. So it looks like this. Then from that 3 single, we're gonna go to the right block, put 1 above that, and 2 to the right. So it looks very confusing. I know it's very confusing because I'm very confused right now, but you guys should be able to follow along. So let's go to the nose, and we're gonna start doing that now. So we already have the ball in the nose. Let's do the rest of it now. we're going to switch over to our coal, and to the right of the nose where we had the 2 flat, we're going to go down into the right, 5 flat now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to go down into the right, 3 single. 1, 2, 3. Down into the right, 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down into the left, 2 single. Down into the left, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now the nose and the ear kind of are taking up each other's space right here. So we're going to draw like a little border. So what we're going to do is on the left side where we have this 2 vertical right here, we're just going to go down to the right 4 single, and that should meet up on the ground area right there, which locks out the ear from the rest of the nose and creates the cone shape for the nose. There you go. Perfect. So this little bottom left piece is an ear, not anything else. And this entire inner area is the nose. So let's start shaping out the nose. So what we're actually going to do now is we're going to set up where we have a little bit of shading in the nose versus everything else. So let's get some light gray wool. And what we're going to do is in the top of the nose where we have this 2 vertical right before the tip of the ball, we're going to go to the top block right here and put 2 light gray to the right. We're then going to go down into the right, 2 flat. Down into the right, 2 flat again. From there, we're going to go up into the right, 1 placement block. And from that placement block, we're going to put 1 black to the right. And another black up and to the left. Perfect. Moving back to the light gray, we're going to go down and to the right, 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up and to the right, 1 single. So the top half is going to be white, the bottom half is going to be light gray. But from the 5 flat, we're going to go to the second and third block and replace those with black coal. And what I want you to do there is we're going to then go down to the left, 4 flat. And I think we're going to swap that actually with blue or cyan. Or let's try another color. Let's swap that with cyan wool and see how the color looks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's try that with blue. I'm just testing it out real quick. I think we're going to use blue, guys. Let's try blue there. So what we're going to do is on the 4 flat we have right here, the 2 middle blocks are going to get 1 underneath them. And the right block is going to get extra 1 underneath, like so. We're then going to go to our pink stained clay and our pink wool. And with our pink stained clay first, each of these blues on the right side right here are going to get 1 underneath them. Then each of them are going to get 1 pink below each of them. And the left block right here is going to get an extra pink clay below it. The first block in these 2 flat is going to get 2 pinks below it. And the second block is going to get 1 pink below it. And once you do that, you can color in the entire top half of the nose with white. And the bottom half is going to be all light gray. I think the blue looks good there. I might try putting black there or the coal because I don't know what looks good yet. I haven't experimented with it enough. Usually I do all this experimentation outside of the tutorial, but like I said, this is my first time building this and I want to make sure it looks good. So I'm going to do a lot of experimentation on the build. We can try leaving that blue if we want, or you can try swapping it with black and seeing how it looks. Maybe the black looks better because it looks more like frame. Yeah, I think the black looks better. So we're going to leave the black there for now. And let's go on to the eyeball. So for the eyeball, we're going to take our cyan and our white. So what I want you to do is where we have this black coal right here, what we're going to do is where we have this 5 vertical right here, above it we're going to put 1 cyan. We're then gonna add 3 to the top of that. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 3 flat. And I think we're gonna swap that sign with blue. Sorry. Let's just see how that looks. I think since I've been using blue already, we're gonna stick with blue. Hopefully in the end product doesn't look stupid. If it does, I'll swap it out. Or I'll have one of you guys who might want to use cyan send me in a screenshot on Twitter of how it looks with cyan. But I'm going to use blue for now. So from this 3 flat, we're going to go down into the right 1 single. Down into the right 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down into the right 2 flat. And then up into the right 2 flat. Perfect. But we didn't do the eye yet. So where we have this little oval shape, that's where the eye is actually going to be, which I'm pretty sure you knew. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go from the bottom and let's find where we want to start the eye. So we have this blue shape right here. All I'm going to ask you to do is from this 5 vertical, we're going to go down to the left, 1 light gray piece. Down to the left, another light gray piece. 2 white wool to the left. And then up and to the left, 1 single. And that frames in the eye. We're then going to switch to our block of coal. And what I want you to do is from this single white we have, we're going to put 3 blocks of coal above it. And then what we're going to do is the top block in those 3 are going to get 2 to the right. And we can use that to shape the rest of the eye now. So this first single is going to get 2 above it. This second single is going to get 1 above it and 2 below. And then we're going to lock out the eye by going down to the left 1 single. So now it's kind of done with the eye. What you can do is we're going to grab, maybe let's try a blue stained clay. Or blue hardened clay, sorry. That's what we're going to call it. And we're going to color the inner pupil with that color. And the rest of the eye is going to be white. Sorry if this pixel art is a bit of a mess to you guys. I think it's coming out okay, but some of you guys might not like the way it's turning out. Anyways, what we're going to do next is, I think we're done with the top half of the face and everything. What we need to do is figure out where we're going to do outlined stuff. And the last outline part I want to do is on the neck. So below the neck where we have those 2 singles right here, what I'm going to do is go to the bottom one. And we're going to switch to our blue. And we're going to put 1 to the left. Down to the left, 2 flat. Down to the left, 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up and to the left, 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to go to the left block and put 2 above them. Now that we have that, what I want you to do is we're going to time lapse the coloring in part. So the inner neck right here is going to be blue. In the skin fold right there's blue. This is going to be light blue. Blue underneath, light blue right there. Blue behind the ear. There's going to be a lot of spots actually. And then the paws have their own shading actually, which I want to cover right now. So we'll do that real quick. So starting on the left paw, where we have the first 2 vertical white wool right there, we're going to put 2 blues next to it. Then on the bottom part right here, we're going to put 3 blues to the right. We're then going to follow that up with 8 blues to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the final blue, we're going to put 1 above it and 1 to the right. And that's it for the left paw. Right paw, we're going to go all the way to the right side. And where we have the 3 vertical on the bottom block, we're going to, the second one to the one. Up and to the left 1 single a 4th time. And from that 4th single, we're going to put 1 to the left. Skip this white wool. And put another 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. We're then gonna go down and then down to left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Just to meet the wall now, you can go to this 2 flat right here and put 1 blue to the right of it. And that pretty much closes out the shape. So what I want to do for the coloring in part now is we're going to grab blue and light blue wool. And I might try cyan later like I said, but for now we're going to try blue and light blue. And I'm going to time lapse the coloring part for you guys. Hopefully you guys are able to follow along. If not, it shouldn't be too hard for me to just show the end product for you, but there's gonna be like weird splits and stuff, so just follow along while I time lapse it and you guys can just color it too. So there you have the finished color palette for Popplio. Freeze the frame on the camera if you need to, and make sure you have everything. I'm gonna move out the way. I don't really like the blue choices that Minecraft has for it, but I think it still turned out just fine, despite the color being a little bit weird. The cyan, I tried it, didn't look too well, and most of the blue choices look kind of like coarse. That's my problem with Minecraft blue. Let me try moving back. I guess it looks fine. I'm just being paranoid. If you guys think you can do better, be sure to send me in the time lapse. I mean, not the time lapse, the picture of your finished build on Twitter, and tell me where you swapped pixels out, and I will, like, maybe I'll make changes. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave this probably how it is. It looks kind of fine. Yeah, so hopefully one day Minecraft allows you to choose hex colors, because if they choose the hex colors, I could have swapped this to a more cyan-y blue, but I didn't want a real cyan, or the cyan they have here. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. I will be doing Litten and Rowlet. I did a Rowlet time lapse the other time, but it was too big. I want to make them all small like this one. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. This is Phoenix, and as always, I will see you guys later. Bye.